So I wanted to do my very first vlog, and one of the things that people have always asked me is, how did you get into acting? How did you know that you wanted to be an actor? And I think with anyone who's creative especially, because that's a lot of people that I know, it's kind of a part of just who you are. You just are naturally a creative person by nature. And for me, I started performing from when I was very young, singing, dancing, etc. But it wasn't until I was a bit older that I really knew that it was actually acting that I wanted to do, because I'd always done musical theatre and ballet performances, and even though I enjoyed it, it just never seemed to settle right with me. I loved being on stage, but I knew there was something else, and so I always really wanted to be an actress. But in my teens, as you naturally do and you see around you all the time, is especially with my generation, it was kind of played down that people with like these big dreams should just like, no, you go to university, you get a good job, you get the money in, and then at 65 you can retire and blah blah blah, and that's how life plays out. And so I kind of put acting almost like on hold, and put it down to that it was just a dream, something that I should just get over. You know, everyone wants to be a rock star, everyone wants to be an astronaut, and so I went off travelling, didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I decided to go to university, and I studied geography. And it was then at university that it suddenly hit me, and it really was like a real thing, like instinctual thing. Like I was like, this is wrong, what I'm doing right now is wrong, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. And bear in mind, I was coming up for 23, so, and I'd given up the dream of being an actor when I was like 18, and so I was like, well, this can't just be like a thing, like a one-off thing, like, oh, I want to be a rock star, and then 2 weeks later I want to be this. I was like, you know, this has now come back 5 years later. And I just knew that I had to follow through and I had to follow my dream. So I finished university, and then whilst I was at university I was like, well, I need to see if actually I'm any good at it, because for all I know I could have been absolutely rubbish. So what I did was I joined a local Amdram group, and I auditioned for a few things, got the lead in like 3 plays, absolutely loved doing the plays. And that's when I knew that it was acting and not musical theatre, and not necessarily dance, that I wanted to do for a living. And the rest then is history. So I'm kind of grateful for the fact that I really did trust my instincts, and I think that goes a long way. And a lot of people these days, they just don't trust their instincts, and then you end up regretting. I mean, I can't even imagine if I just like ignored that instinct. Well, like, where would I be now? What would I have done with my life? I have no idea. So always trust your instincts. Be grateful that you've got instincts to go by, because most of the time they will always set you in the right course. It might not seem it at the time, but most of the time it will. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Hope you're having a good weekend.